Hello everyone and welcome back to another Babbling Irons video. And today we are breaking down the imminent, it might even be out by now, potential arrival of, let me try and get this right, Konstantinos Mavropanos, coming from Stuttgart. Obviously spent his youth days at Arsenal to start with, and yeah, went out to Germany and is now, yeah, established himself as a really good centre back. And this is definitely a move to get excited about, and we're going to break down exactly why in this video. So first things first, let's take a look at the overall player profile. Yeah, 25 years old, 194 centimeters, which is about 6'3", just under 6'4". And yeah, you can see by his heat map, he is pretty versatile for a centre back. Last season, he ended up playing centre back in a back four, the right centre back in a back three, right back in a back four. So it kind of shows his key fundamentals are very good in both an offensive way and a defensive way. And we're going to break that down very shortly. But before you do, subscribe to the channel as always, and yeah, leave a like on the video as it really does help with our channel. So yeah, let's break down Mavropanos. He was seen at the stadium on Sunday in the game against Chelsea. There were rumors that the medical was failed, but it looks like that was just rumors. And yeah, I think the announcement will be imminent, if not already out by the time this video is live. So Mavropanos, who is he and why is he an exciting addition to West Ham if it should happen? Let's break it down. The first thing let's look at is kind of the defensive stuff and how he performs. So recoveries there ranked 34th in terms of comparing to Bundesliga centre backs last season. So he's pretty good at recovering the ball and counter pressing recoveries as well. That was quite low because he played in a Stuttgart team that wasn't great last season. And, you know, in that David Moyes team, that's not going to be too relevant because he's not going to be doing much counter pressing recovery stuff in the low block. And then you look at the kind of defensive duels. It actually ranks quite low for defensive duels, but again, that's just the number of them. You can see his success rate is pretty high at 67%. And aerial duels, again, wins 68% of his aerial duels. And yeah, averaged just over five of them per 90. So again, don't take those stats, you know, too much to heart or don't read it too much into them, because a lot of it is based on the system you play in and, you know, the type of structure you're in. And no doubt Mavropanos would be bolstering the amount of aerial duels and stuff that he figures out at West Ham because of the way we play. And he's got a very good success rate at doing it. So he's very good in the air. That's kind of one key thing to do. And yeah, he's very good at kind of intercepting the ball, and his reading of game is very good. So yeah, let's move on to the next stuff. And you can kind of see that this is where his right back role comes into play. You look at offensive duels, ranked seventh, you know, with an average of 3.34 per 90, with a 50% success rate, which is really good. Dribbles, he's second, just behind Charisma there. You know, so he likes to dribble with the ball. He's good with his feet, and yeah, it's why he can play right back for Stuttgart as well, and especially for West Ham as well. He's going to need to be versatile. If we need a back three or a back four, he might have to fill in a right back. But he's very good at dribbling. He will bring the ball out with his feet. And, you know, you look at his passing and average pass length. He's pretty decent as well, pretty all-rounded, 85% accuracy on his passes. Again, that's kind of systematic. The amount of passes that he completes per 90 and the pass length as well varies on the kind of team you're in. So basically, he's very good with his feet. He will go on these crazy dribble runs if we do play him centre back. But what I like about him is he's composed on the ball. He can bring and drive the ball forwards. And what we lack at the moment, you know, especially when Aged isn't playing, is ball playing centre backs. And Aged can be a little bit risky at times, but you know, you look at the types of passes that he makes. He's very good at those kind of playing between the lines, and Mavropanos can do that as well. But he can also carry the ball, and we've seen Zuma do it. Less so now because of his injury stuff, but Zuma's pretty good at bringing out the ball as well. And Mavropanos is kind of an enhanced version of that, and he also has the solidity defensively. So that's why he can operate at right back. That's why he can do kind of both jobs. And yeah, it'll be nice to have another defender who is, you know, talented on the ball and can help us, because a lot of the time we'll sit deep. We have to soak up a lot of pressure. And then you need your composure from your centre backs to find the lines and get that counter attack, you know, swiftly going. And, you know, Mavropanos is the type of player that can do that. So Yeah, let's move on to the next ones. As you can kind of see, progressive runs and progressive passes. So for progressive runs, again, he likes to progress with the ball. 13th in the league in comparison to other centre backs, especially playing for a Stuttgart team. Very good. 65 average progression in meters, and the passes as well. Ranks 27th for progressive passes per 90. Wow, Reece Foxford at the top there. A name that's just caught my eye, but yeah, he's very solid. And yeah, like I said, very good with his feet, very adequate with his feet, and it just seems like a really good bit of business to do. We don't know the final figures, but it's going to be around 20 million pounds. That is with kind of the add-ons as well. So that's great business. Considering the alternatives were players like Harry Maguire, who, although is a decent player, is towards the end of his career and has been kind of stagnating and regressing in his kind of club career at Manchester United. So this is a good signing. It fits the model of bringing in slightly younger talent. 25. It's not young, but it's not old. Still plenty of years of football to keep developing. And you know when he was at Arsenal, he was very young, and people probably remember him from his days there. Not the same player anymore. Stuttgart signed him only in 2022 for a few million euros, and the season he's had is why he's being targeted by us, and why Tim Steidten probably wants to bring him to West Ham, because he does fit the mold of being very good aerially, being very good and strong in his duels, and his reading of the game is very good. But also he has that composure and that calmness to kind of play out of possession, to bring the ball forwards. And like I mentioned, he can play right back if needed. And we've seen Kera do that when asked to, but it's not his best position. So now we actually have a player who can do that, and has the pace to do it, has the kind of dribbling capacity to do it. So for me, it's an exciting signing. It allows us to, as well, shift to a back three if needed. I know Moyes was kind of alluding to the fact that he would like to play a back three in the future. So, again, Zuma, Mavropanos as a back three. It's not bad, is it? Because you've got Zuma in the middle as kind of your ball stopper, and you're just going to clear out everything. And then you've got two kind of ball playing centre backs either side. And Mavropanos is very good defensively as well. So we're not losing out in that sense. 6'3". He is a big man, and he will definitely win a lot of aerial duels when we're kind of defending in pressure moments. And yeah, he'll get those clearances out as well as being composed on the ball. So definitely a good signing. It'll probably be our third signing of the summer. And yes, we need to do more transfer business, but we're moving in the right direction. And yeah, Tim Steidten, we've got this deal over the line pretty fast after the Harry Maguire talks collapsed. So fair play to the club. I'm hoping it's announced by the time this video's out. I'm recording it on the Monday. But yeah, I think West Ham fans will be very happy with the player that they see. And again, do not take into account his days at Arsenal, because it's a completely different player to how he is now. And yeah, it's definitely an exciting signing. Would you like to see him in a back three? Would you like to see him play right back? Let me know in the comments, because he can play in different positions, and he can also play in a back four as a centre back. So yeah, you can kind of see from the stats there what type of player he is as a general overview, comparing him just to kind of the Bundesliga output. And yeah, obviously it's a different challenge coming back to the Premier League, but I have no doubt that he has the capabilities to do it, and to kind of thrive in this Moyes system. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we approach things now with him coming in. Obviously, Agaird's going to be out for the Brighton game because he got a red card. So if Mavropanos does sign before then, does he come straight in? I don't see any reason why not, unless he wants to go with Ogbonna, and Mavropanos maybe isn't up to speed right now, but you'd like to think he'd slot nicely in there and play alongside Zuma. I guess the only negative with that is Zuma will be back on the left-hand side of the defense, and not playing on his natural right side, but he's more than capable of doing that as well. So yeah, I think Mavropanos will provide good cover to Kufau as well, with that kind of turn of pace he has, and he's just going to offer us a little bit more in possession, which is the main thing I'm getting out of this signing. Obviously the defenders that we sign need to be very good in the air. It's very good in their duels, in their tackles, interceptions, all of these stats. But what I like the most about him is he's going to progress with the ball. He's going to dribble past, he's going to carry out, he's going to look for those pockets of space, and he's not going to be scared to try things, which is exciting for me as a West Ham fan who's seen a lot of hard nuts at the back, who are very good at defending, but we've often lacked that kind of ball playing capability from from defenders. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this potential, hopefully imminent arrival of Konstantinos Mavropanos. And yeah, do you think it's going to be a successful signing? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like on the video, as I mentioned before. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, until next time, come on, you Irons.